Spring has sprung and we hope you made the best out of Spring Day. On the show today, we take you around the world, Tokyo, Japan to be exact. And we explore more outdoor adventures with an abseiling and archery experience, as well as group activities at Acro-Brunch. Before experiencing the Corona Sunsets Festival World Tour in the coastal city of Okinawa, we did what all tourists do, some sightseeing and exploring the wonderful clean city of Tokyo. Did I mention how clean the city is? Well, after 2 long days of traveling from Johannesburg to Dubai, we finally arrived in Tokyo. Had a quick evening of unwinding and getting some much-needed sleep ahead of the busy Tokyo tourist day. After a quick breakie, we got on the bus heading to the first stop, the Tokyo Skytree, known as the tallest tower in the world and the tallest structure in the world after the Merdeka and the Burj Khalifa. We headed up the 634 meters long tower in anticipation to see the city at full aerial view. And even though we only went up 350 kilometers, we were really not disappointed. The city views were pristine. After marveling at the beauty of Tokyo, we hopped back onto the bus to Asakusa, another area where we had lunch and walked to a street marketplace by a temple called Sensoji. This temple is the world's most visited religious site that has over 30 million visitors a year. The ancient temple is Tokyo's oldest temple that became independent after World War II, when it was rebuilt as a symbol of rebirth and peace. Arigato! We also went to another popular shrine called the Meiji Jingu that is dedicated to the Emperor Meiji and his wife, Empress Shokin, where we took a moment to connect with the teachings and spiritual practices.
Okay, so before we got into the temple, we had to rinse our hands and then rinse our mouths and then rinse our hands again, sort of like a cleansing before you step in. So you'll see the temple behind me, and so you take a coin and you toss it into there's like little slats there, and then you have to bow twice, and then you have to clap, but for girls your left hand is higher than the right hand, so you clap twice, and then you put your hands together, and at that moment, as Yumi said it, God is with you, and then you sort of pray for whatever you want or wish for whatever you want, and then you send it out by bowing again. It's a very spiritual thing and polytheistic, I think is the word that Yumi, the tour guide, used, which means that it doesn't matter what religion you follow, you can come here and you can pray to your God. So it's been very beautiful. And also the fact that we're surrounded by nature right now, it just enhances the experience. You kind of feel one with nature. And when you go up there, you walk up those steps, you can already feel like the respect that everybody has for the space here. And you sort of go into this like solemn silence, and you also kind of have to respect it and that moment. It's very beautiful.
But before the temple, we hurried to the world's busiest pedestrian crossing in the world, the Shibuya crossing, which has over 3,000 people crossing at a time. And like it's popularly seen in the movies, the intersection has moments where all the vehicles stop to give pedestrians a chance to cross all 4 intersections, a majestic moment in time.
Okay, number one, it's a little bit overwhelming. It's a lot of people, but it's absolutely amazing. Like every corner has something like super interesting. Yeah, I think I could stay here for 10 days and just look at like little things. Too much to do and we got to get there, but absolutely bellissimo.
The day ended with a quick dinner and some fun in the town that never sleeps. And just like that, after 2 blinks and a flight, we landed in Okinawa for the Sunsets Festival.
When was the last time you decided to face your fears and do something bold? Whether it's a paralyzing fear of heights or an equally terrifying dread of depths, you just tell yourself that today you continually push to create amazing memories. It's time to cast these fears away. So girl, you better get up and try again.
Adrenaline junkies, daredevils, thrill chasers, please stand up because today, right now, the weather allows, we are about to get to some adventure. I am at Lanseria in Johannesburg at the GZ Adventures, where we'll be getting up to some activities just to do something that's gonna make our blood pump, our blood to rush, our adrenaline to flow. So if you're like me, you enjoy some of those activities, this is the plug, and just stay with us to see more. Let's go. Oh my goodness. No, we're gonna be fine. Can you from the sky? Oh my goodness.
We're in the Hatties area. That is where you find everything from water sport, hiking, game drives, all sort of stuff, abseiling.
I've got this.
Today, what we are going to be doing, we are going to be doing abseiling and river rafting at the same time. So it's going to be a combination.
After a challenging yet rewarding day of abseiling, hiking, and river rafting, it was time to keep calm and shoot straight. We took some archery lessons where we learned how to use a bow and arrow.
Okay, our arrow have got 2 different colors. The red one must be outside. Okay. Okay, then at the back.
Doesn't matter which side.
Yes, but the red one must be on the other side.
Okay.
All right. So this was designed for the old bows, but with these new bows, your target, you put it
But
in
it's not
the
tight. Mine is
circle.
not tight.
You just push it at the back, it will click. When releasing, you just let go. Yes. Okay. Woohoo! No. Shooting while they're on their horse.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we can't even bet. Yeah.
Ready, Asa? Let's go. Here's a piece of advice though. Next time when you want to do these adventures, please wake up and have a healthy breakfast, drink a lot of water, and start early. Because can you see the sun? I'm exhausted, I'm beat, I'm tired. That's it for today.
Let's get ready for some team building activities. Our first challenge here was to cross the acid river.
Yes, you're not allowed to step on the ground.
Everybody
Not
needs
on the
to step
grass.
on
Not
that
on the
side.
grass.
If you step in the river, you die. It's acid, so you
Then you're
die,
gonna come and
you
start again. It's on our coconut.
We had a minute to decide how to cross the river. Each of us came up with a plan, but there was only one way that would work, and trust me, it was not an easy task.
Okay, come back. Come back. Woo, Jesus. Don't die on me now. Yeah. We're survive, Amos. Yeah, come on. Woo, now
We reached the end of the river with minimal struggle, I must say. But...
Let's go! That's right, that's right.
Now, the last two had to really stretch and make very long jumps for a great finish.
Nice one,
We also did water bucket, which we had to balance, and we failed very miserably.
So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Nice one. So I'm gonna put this bucket on top.
God, this is gonna be on. My feet are not on the bucket.
Don't worry, you're gonna do that. You're gonna put that. Okay, so guys, I'm not gonna hold it anymore, okay? Okay, so who's gonna start?
I'll start. To take off the shoe.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, we also offer like tree-top adventures. So we do activities on top of the trees, like zip lining, and also you do obstacles on the trees here. You get 2 hours to do the whole thing, and then it's a 2-hour session to have as much fun as you can. Yeah.
No matter how difficult this was for me, quitting was not an option.
Yeah, so the purpose of team building games is to make sure we build a strong team that cohesively works together, and then and its purposes is to build strong bonds in an organization so that they can work together, communicate better, planning skills.
Okay, next slide. After this, I'm done.
Serious?
Okay, where is the magnet here?
Yeah, I love the long one, the last one that we just did. But I don't think I'm an outdoor person because I've been scratching. My whole body is itchy from lying down on the ground, but other than that, I loved it. Some were fun, some were not so fun, but it was nice.
Nice one. Grab the rope.
Listen, today was exciting. It was very nice. I went in, I thought I could do this, you know? Went in with so much vigor.
I just want to see something there.
my gun! My gun! Just go!
It was so exciting. I usually believe that I'm an adrenaline junkie. Challenging because I thought it was very simple. But nonetheless, it was exciting.
Yes.
Grab the rope. Nice one. Press it up.
Got me so nervous. At some point, I thought I was gonna fall down and forget about the ropes. So, for the first time experience, great, done, never again.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Is that why you?
You can tell them. I reached my limits. I didn't quit. My body reached its own limits. But frankly, yes.
I mean, you know, I'm a conqueror like that. That's just how I roll. So, you know, having this opportunity, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the most of it. So that's the only reason why I did that. Finishing this course was part of that, like just being able to say I've completed something.
And that's another winner's victory dance.
A celebration of the South African wine industry. Today we're looking at how art can meet wine while at the same time auctioning beautiful artworks and wine for a protege programs where young female industry winemakers get to really showcase and show off the best of what they can do continuously through such programs. Tell us a bit about the protege silent program. What is it about? Auction, I mean.
Yeah, okay. So we're at obviously the Nedbank CWG Cape Winemakers Guild event. Cape Winemakers Guild is a gathering of the best winemakers in South Africa, and the aim of this event essentially is to raise money for their protege program. That program is designed to bring up and coming talent into the industry, give them a shot potentially that they wouldn't have had. So how that happens is all of the winemakers put up very unique wines, amazing high-end South African wines for people to bid on. So that's what's going on behind us, and throughout the evening you can bid on your wine, and all of those proceeds go towards bringing developing talent through into the industry.
How does it work? How do you become part of this amazing protege program?
So step one, you have to study winemaking, and that's a course called Grape and Wine Science or Viticulture and Enology. And I did my education at Stellenbosch University. In my final year, I was approached by the course facilitator, Magda, and she introduced me to the program and encouraged me to apply. And I was successful and am currently in my third year and finishing off. And this year I have a wine on auction, which is really exciting.
How does that work? Like, you're giving and you're also getting the opportunity to expose yourself.
Yes, that's right. So what's exciting obviously is the winemaking. You get to completely your own input, your own ideas, and for people to taste the wine after all the hard work that was put in, it's nice to create an experience for someone. And what's even better is that the money that is generated from this auction goes back into the program, and that is all part of the entire transformation in the wine industry, which is needed.
And I believe this program is only working towards helping women within the field of winemaking. For you, what would you say makes it different in taste that a woman brings to the table to, that je ne sais quoi of wine?
I think that it's important to have women in every industry, no matter what it is. In winemaking, I think it's very encouraging to see more and more women. And I'm glad that the Nedbank Cape Winemakers Guild Trust is including women in this program. I think women add sort of a finer touch, and I think they're more friendly sometimes, more inviting.
I am all about empowering women. I also think that there's something tender and different that they bring to the party as far as the wines are concerned. When you taste their wines, there's a different swing on certain things. There's nuances that they have that has never come to life within our palates. And I think this whole wine world is just about to explode with these fresh, new, vibrant female wines coming to the market.
One thing that we see stand out is some artworks that are basically portraying and explaining what this particular wine would taste like. Tell us a bit about this AI configured space and how this connection or collaboration came about.
So the thought behind that was you can draw a lot of parallels between art and wine, right? So wine making is not just a farming process. There's a lot of creativity, there's a lot of thought and nuance that goes into making a phenomenal bottle of wine. So we thought we would bring that to life through a beautiful piece of art. So it is, as you say, created by AI, all the rage at the moment. But the reason why we did that is essentially you could say that each of those pieces of art were created by the winemakers themselves, because how it was done was we worked with them to determine the tasting notes in their unique wine, where it was made, any unique elements of their specific farm, and then the AI kind of generator took all of those inputs and created the unique piece of art that embodies the wine that is on auction today. So essentially you could say the winemaker is the artist.
Today we're pairing art with wine, and we have artificial intelligence that's kind of created an image of what your wine basically tastes like, the environment that it's from. What do we see when we look at your artwork and the representation of your wine?
I think the AI-generated artwork represents my wine well. I think I look at the sunset or sunrise. It could be either. So there's sort of an unpredictability, and that's what I enjoy about winemaking, actually.
I wanted a very sophisticated yet elegant, easy drinking wine. That's what I was going for. So as you see in front of you, the aromas you get on the nose is like yellow peach, Turkish apricot, white flowers, everything combined. The mouth is full and round. As you can see in the glass, it's full. It just goes out of the glass. It's full and round, going down and giving you a layered, delicate, refined fruit and floral aromas. As you can see, it's depicted on the... So this is the beautiful example of art. Like the wine itself is a piece of art.
Tonight, other artworks are, done through artificial intelligence, and you're the only one showcasing a live artist.
Well, it's very special to me for people to acknowledge the importance of the visual arts, but I also see that AI has a pivotal role in the arts moving forward. It's just different as far as they take as to the narrative of artwork and how fast you can generate stuff. AI is very faster, but as far as beauty is concerned and the actual tactile quality of the paint, never going to beat it.
So when it comes to pairing your wine, what do you usually have it with?
If I'm having pinotage, you've got to give me a ribeye. I need a ribeye with my pinotage. I want the fats and the proteins to culminate in a crescendo on my tongue. Come on now.
Yes. Love it for you. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Trendz.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, that's all we had for you on the show today. Continue to be frivolous and adventurous. See you again next week. Happy spring.